Welcome to Two Readers, No Filter, a podcast for people who love books and have a lot of opinions about them. If you've ever finished a book and need to talk, you're in the right place. We're like a book club, but better. Too many tentacles. I'm Claire.
And I'm Cameron. Welcome to Two Readers, No Filter.
Woohoo! Yay!
Yeah.
What have you been up to recently? How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, it's been a while. Let's see. What have I? Well, I went to... Have I seen you since the last time I went to Vegas? I can't remember. I think
Yeah, I think so.
And then I went to...
I think you were fresh off Vegas.
Okay, yeah. And then I went to Boston.
Oh, how was Boston?
It's a really nice city. It's so nice. I wish I could afford to live up there.
Isn't Boston the one that's like wicked pissa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked smart.
Yeah.
Park the car.
Oh, yeah. Park the car in Scotland Yard.
In the parking lot. Yeah.
So
But what have you been up to?
I've been on my healthy grind, and I've been trying to find like new ways that I can like reduce the toxins in my house and like make switches when I go to buy stuff. And, you know, I went to the store the other day and I was like, oh, I really got to replace my little cooking utensils.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I got to get those wooden ones. The next time I go to upgrade, like I'll switch them over,
Right.
whatever. Didn't think of anything of it. Go to do meal prep and I'm cooking and I'm stirring something. I take my silicone utensil out of the food and there's a chunk missing.
Oh my God.
And I said, you've got to be kidding me.
No.
This is like 2 pounds worth of ground beef, veggies, like chopped everything. And I'm like, this is a joke. Where's the camera? Because I was just talking about how I had to replace these stupid things. Couldn't find it.
That's crazy.
And then I had to sit there and like package them into their little containers for my meal prep and just sit there and say, do I want to waste the money or do I possibly want to poison myself?
In this economy,
I chose poison. I did.
I was gonna say I choose poison.
I did. And but anyways, watch out for silicone in your ground beef, people, because it's a killer. If it doesn't hurt you when you ingest it, the anxiety of wondering if it's in there will.
Yeah, that's fair. So wooden utensils, here we come.
I was gonna say I got mine at Target, which that is not any better.
Yeah, I mean,
but I literally was hunting down a wooden thing after that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So
other than that, I've been doing great.
Silicone scare.
Silicone scare. I was like, I have to write this down because Cameron's gonna laugh so hard at me, and that's okay. All right, today's episode topic, if you couldn't guess from the title, is about Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt.
Yep.
I'm assuming that's how you say that. This is her debut novel. I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think she did a really good job for a debut novel because I feel like a lot of the time people are like, what?
Yeah.
So good for you, Shelby.
She killed it.
And the director of the we are looking at the book and the movie. We are looking at both of them, examining, talking through what is similarities, what are the differences. And the movie was actually directed by Olivia Newman, who also did Where the Crawdads Sing, if you saw that.
Oh.
I did not. But now I'm intrigued. I think she did a good job.
She did.
And the movie is located on Netflix. I think that's always an important thing now with all the streaming. I'm like, do I even have the service to be able to entertain the fact that maybe I can watch this movie?
Exactly. I was getting my nails done the other day and I was like, oh, have you watched Shrinking? And he was like, I don't have Apple TV.
I don't either.
And I was like, oh, there are just too many. And he was like, why don't you just give me the password and I'll do your nails for free. And I was like, I might actually take you up.
Wait, that's actually... It's really smart. The only thing I wonder is, like, for example, I'm on my parents' Netflix and I had to sign into their Wi-Fi to get like re-logged in.
Yeah.
Do you have to do that with Apple TV? Because like,
so.
I don't think you want your nail tech like showing up to your house being like, "Hey, re-log me in real quick." You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Because you don't have to do that with Apple TV.
Netflix, do better, man.
Yeah. Anyways.
I know that you're like a global superpower, but I think you can like spare $25.
Come on. Come on.
But I read this on Kindle.
Okay.
And then I also audiobooked it off of YouTube because I was a little busy.
Okay.
Someone read it on YouTube. But the audacity, they got to the eels ring.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it stopped. So I had to jump back to the Kindle to be like, oh God, oh no, what happened? So I don't recommend that, actually.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah. But that's something about me is like I hate the monotonous of driving. I wish I could walk everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And like be able to like read while I'm walking or like do something on the train or like whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I always want an audiobook, and so I was like, let me just YouTube it. I don't know. And then I found it and I was like, no way.
No, you did
This
not.
is amazing.
One of my friends, now fiance, he would do the speech to text. So
that feels diabolical. I don't know why.
No, it like she was saying when he would listen to it, she was like, what is like, how are you doing this? Because this is crazy. It was Harry Potter too.
All of those are on YouTube. Like you can get that for free. Like I'm gonna throw something out there. No offense to the authors and everything like that, but I mean, when you're an avid reader, you got a ball on a budget. Yeah. And there are so many books out on YouTube that you could just listen to.
I don't know. I haven't thought of that.
Yeah. I look all the time because Avocado does that work all the time. He was like, yeah, I read Red Rising the other day. And I was like, what the?
When?
Are you kidding? Like, is this, where are the cameras? I feel like I'm constantly getting pranked right now.
Yeah, you're on a prank show, actually.
Yeah, seriously. But anyways, I read it on Kindle. Did you read it on Kindle too?
I read the physical copy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I read it like so long ago. I need to figure out when I read that. Actually, let me do that.
Goodreads.
Right now. Yeah. Because I put everything on there. Okay, I read it, March 2024. So I literally did not remember anything about the book.
Yeah, that's
basically.
Fair.
Except for, like, the ending and, like, when Marcellus helped them figure out they were related. That's all I remember.
I'll fill in some of the gaps for you. Yeah. But, all right, let's jump into it. On page 9, Tova emphasizes with the sharks in the big aquarium tank, musing that she, quote, understands what it means to never be able to stop moving, lest you find yourself unable to breathe, end quote. Why do you think she feels so compelled to keep busy? What would happen if she simply stopped?
Well, I'm thinking with what she went through.
Yeah.
If you stop, like, because I'm the same way. I need to keep myself busy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's how I feel too. I think that for one, I don't know why she never left. And I understand that like Will, her husband, died there and her son died there, but like I don't know. I really think I probably would have needed a new beginning at that point.
Same.
But I know that they feel closest there. So maybe I would have done something. Like I don't know. But yeah, I'm the same way. I am always staying busy and I'm always trying to do the best that I can because I feel like it's just too much sometimes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I get it. And I feel like in the beginning they did like a really good job of being like, there's this tragedy, but they didn't really say exactly what it was.
Yeah.
They kind of strung it out for a little while.
Yeah.
But you still found out early enough that you were able to like be like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly when it was. But in contrast, Tova keeps busy, but Cameron does not. Not to be mistaken with you, Cameron. He remains stagnant, refusing to even try to reach his potential, much to the frustration of those who care about him. Why do you think this is? And have you ever met someone in your life like this?
Because he's a man. Effort does not come easily.
Is she ever wrong? No.
Yeah, that's my best answer.
Yeah. I think that he just needed someone to like, I don't know, look at him and be like, you can do this. Mm-hmm. And I think because he didn't really have that. I mean, obviously, I think Elizabeth, his best friend's wife that's like pregnant or whatever, she actually did a weirdly good job of being kind of like a motherly figure where she was like, dude, don't get our couch gross and like maybe grow up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But also was like, hey, how are you doing about the dad stuff?
Yeah.
Like she kept calling him. So I do think that he had a really good support system for like the majority of his family kind of being sucky.
Yeah.
I did love his great aunt or his aunt or whoever it was that was like the rowdy woman in the trailer park.
I don't remember.
She was in
her.
the very beginning.
I remember there being an aunt, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
about her.
I almost wish she was in the movie. I understand why they took her out.
Yeah.
But now I'm already jumping into the movie. Sorry, guys.
Eh.
But she was like this wild character that like grew her plants too big, and like everybody in the community didn't like her, and it was just so funny to me. Like she was just a character. But I just think that that's what he needed.
Yeah.
He just needed someone to be like, hey, I believe in you.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people can do it. It almost reminds me of, you know how like grade teachers talk about how far one teacher can be in someone's life.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody always talks about it. Like Michael Jordan had a time where he talked about there's this one teacher that worked with him on something and he believed in himself or whatever.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that. Like he needed someone to step up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I did find him a little bit annoying. Like, why can't you keep a job, dude?
Oh my god. Just
When his girlfriend Katie kicked him out, I was like, is she wrong though?
no.
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 Uh-huh.
Like I always say this, like, as an eldest daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like no one took care of me.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to have sympathy for people who are like that are like, oh,
Yeah.
like suck it up.
You're
I
a
don't need to
victim
hold
or
you.
you're accountable.
Yeah, like I don't need to
Get
hold
it
your
together.
hand for you to get better.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, come on. So
Yeah.
it's hard for me to be sympathetic.
I agree, because there is a line that like you need to show up for yourself.
Mhm.
And I think that every single time he was showing up for someone else, like even when he got the job, he was still showing up because he owed his aunt money.
Yep.
Like that was the only reason. It
Mhm.
wasn't because he had the car yet. But also, can we talk about the string of luck that Cameron has had? Hold on. Let's run it back. So Cameron gets a flight because he thinks that his dad is Daddy Big Bucks. And he gets on the flight. He loses his bag through the airline, which
Mhm.
like, whatever, that's bad, like whatever. But then he runs into someone who just so happened to have an extra sandwich for him. So happens to offer him a ride. So happens that his friend was selling a camper.
Mm-hmm.
So happens that, like, dude, what?
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound aggressive, but like, you're doing fine. And
Yeah.
he's like, I lost my bag. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. And I get that sucks that you had to be like, hey, aunt, whatever her name was, I need more money.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, dude, you got to free me. Oh my God. And then wait, when he gets his dumb camper self all the way to the market, Ethan gives him a free meal. Wait,
Like-
wait. I have more evidence. He goes to the paddleboard shop. His neck hurts. She gives him free ointment. I've never had so many freebies, not even on my birthday.
No.
Like,
Like, you're in this
dude.
cute little town.
Exactly.
You can't be that sad. Jesus. Like, come on.
It just made me laugh because I was sitting there and I was like, the math is mathing. I think you're lucky.
Yeah. I think you're fine. And then,
Mhm.
oh, I need a job.
One literally lands on your doorstep.
Like,
Which,
come on.
Ethan, what were your thoughts on him now that we're like creeping into
Mhm.
that?
I mean, was it similar in the book and the movie? Like, was he pretty much the same?
He was very similar. He was very gossipy. He cared about Tova, but I thought that his actor actually portrayed him really well.
Mhm.
Like I thought he did. And I thought he was funny. I do think he needed to shut his mouth a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, I get that that's how a small town is. Everybody's like, no, we're family. We talk, like we take care of each other.
Mhm.
But I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When he looked at Cameron and he goes, oh my God, you're from Moth Sausage?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, you know us? And he
So-
goes,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
I was like, that's horrible, but so funny at the
love
same
it.
time.
Love it.
Yeah, no, I definitely like felt like, don't tell Ethan anything
Yeah. No.
because everybody knows. And Tova did tell him some things that I was like, girl, you knew that this was going to be around the city. And then she was like, who told you that?
Use your
Girl,
brain
you
for 2
told
seconds.
one person. Who do you think told them that? But
yeah.
But yeah. So then, what did you think about Tova's first experience with Marcellus?
Like him escaping, you mean, or like just
Tova finds him. I think it was underneath a desk.
Yeah.
Tangled in the cables.
Okay, yeah.
And he was eating Chinese food, which hilarious. I think it was Chinese food, or was it curry?
It was in the movie. It was in the box.
It was in a carton. Yeah.
Well,
movie Chinese food.
Yeah. But I mean, I just love any movie or book with like a creature. If there's a creature, like I'm done.
Yeah.
So like her interacting with it, and just, oh my god, that's like now my dream job is just
I know
clean an aquarium at night.
And I thought it was so cool how she had like his little sucker marks all on her arm.
Yeah.
And she like referred to them as her little like sand dollar marks or whatever. I was like, oh my god. But I was like, I think they did it better in the movie on how she was like chatting with him and everything like that, because in the very beginning of the book it really seemed like she said, oh hi seahorses, oh hi mussels, oh hi eels. Like it wasn't as personal. But I think in the movie they did a good job of her like sitting near the tank being like, can you believe that this happened? And I thought it was so cute how they did it in the movie of her being at the Nitwits and being like, I don't gossip, and then she goes to the octopus and is like, dating two people. Can you imagine? I just thought that was so cute, because I think anyone with like a pet gets that. You know what I mean?
So cute.
Because I do nothing but talk all day to my pets. Like I sit there yapping and it's about like, I don't know, should we make one egg or two? Not really hungry, but like protein's good for us. Like I just anything.
I'm like, oh, I don't do that. And then you were just talking about that and I was like, I actually anytime I'm doing any chore
and they sit there and they look at you like,
it's just so like animals or anything with animals.
And I thought that his comment of like, they don't know how intelligent I am. I think that is every day. Like these animals and these creatures are so incredibly smart.
I find them fascinating. Like when I was in college studying psychology, we would have to read so many articles about them. And I was like, this is like, was the most fascinating thing. How smart they are. So cool.
And I completely believed it. Like, where he's like, you know, we're so smart and nobody gives us credit. I was like, hell yeah, I believe you.
It just makes me sad, like him being in that tank because of how smart he is.
I know.
That's what makes me sad.
Well, and it makes me sad too, because in the movie, I don't remember this in the book, so I don't think you will at all. But in the movie, they portrayed him as getting into an attack, and then he was rescued. And I don't remember that in the book.
I didn't remember. I mean, I didn't remember a lot of things, but I didn't remember that. Either. So maybe
I thought that was new, because he had like beef with the eels that they dropped the ring in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't. Let's see if that was a thing. Yeah, I mean, it did happen in the book. It says, like, there's a chapter summary.
What chapter was it?
It says,
does it say? Because most of the time it says like blank day captive or whatever.
Oh, chapter 58, day 1361 of my captive. Oh, let us cut the
oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a ring to retrieve. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he did it.
All right. So that's on me. That's on me. I get it. That's okay. Well, anyways, Cameron goes and he gets his job, and then Tova shows up. What did you think at that moment when like Tova was there and the octopus was there and Cameron was there, like trying to get him back in the tank with like the broom?
I'm just gonna stay attacking men. Like, why can't they do it? Can you just anyway, it's like, it's always the woman has to come in and be like, let me just handle it, you can't do anything. And I just loved how she knew exactly what to do and just like was like talking to him. And I feel like Marcellus like kind of recognized her in a way and was like kind of compliant in that
1,000%. Yeah. Because also I thought the first thing that I was like, damn, he's really smart, was when he could look at fingerprints and be like, that's the greatest gift that they could give me, like each one's unique and this and the other. I was like, nah, this man pays attention to detail. You're telling me he doesn't know when it's her? 100% he does.
Exactly.
But I just think it's so funny, like, I don't know what I'd do in that moment, because I would like to think that I'd be like, oh my gosh, okay, let's get this back in the, like, let's get you back in the tank, like, da-da-da-da. But also, our first nature is to freak out. Yeah. So I give him a little bit of credit there. But I just love how she was like, oh my goodness, scoot over. Yeah. We need to get him back in the tank. Like, it was so funny to me. Yeah. And I thought it was so funny, too, how he was like, how did you get in here? Yeah. And she was like, oh, like, I'm hurt, but, like, this is my job. Yeah. Needed to make sure you were doing it right.
Yeah, when he was like, we're closed. Yeah. And she's like, no, I work
She
here.
said, not for Tova.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah. VIP. But I thought it was cute how she was like, I'm going to make them friends. Because at this point, she was, like, really looking at the facility that her brother died at. Yeah. Yeah. Which I thought it was interesting that she took Ethan. Yeah. She took Ethan to go to the facility, and I was just like, oh. And you expect him not to tell people about that when he's Chetty? Interesting. But I get it. She doesn't have a lot of people to lean on. Yeah. So, yeah, I get it. Fair. But anyways, then we get into the whole Cameron and Avery. Mm-hmm. What did you think about that?
I mean, I don't remember. I literally do not remember.
She was the paddleboard girl. He went into the realtor's office and he was like, hey, you know, do you know Simon? And then she came in and was like, dude, you shut off the hot water. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, was it similar in the movie? Like,
yes, it was pretty similar. Like that moment specifically.
Her name was different, wasn't it? Or was that someone else?
I think Avery was the same. Adam's wife. Her name was different. Adam was the friend that Tova ran into on the park bench that one time. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I just liked her personality. So I liked that whole interaction, just how she was with him. But, yeah. Then we get later on into him finding out she's a kid and whatever. And in the movie, that was handled so poorly. But.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the book, they did a really good job. He was like, no, it just means that you're easy. Yeah. And, like, they laughed. And I thought that was funny. Yeah. Because they are in their 30s. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. People have kids. That's the dating scene. And in the movie, I didn't like that change, actually.
I felt like it was unnecessary.
And I thought he took too long to address it.
Yes, he did.
Like, 100%. What do you mean? You guys just kept hanging out afterwards and then you didn't say anything until the end of the movie? Don't buy it.
So weird.
Yeah. I thought that was weird. But I really liked their dynamic. I thought their first date was cute. I thought it was funny. Like, for example, they kept making jokes of, like, he obviously drove her to the date and she was like, wow, really assuming you're going to get some in that camper or something, right? And, like, all that stuff. I just thought it was very cute and very funny of, like, they obviously both needed a person to be able to backboard against because I think they started talking about, like, really serious stuff really early on. And I feel like when you find a person that you really connect with, that makes it so easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I really did like them. Cameron meets Simon.
Yeah.
What did you think about that? I guess we can compare it from the movie to book because I remember how it happened in the book probably more recently.
Yeah. How was that different?
In the book, they met at this, like, speakeasy.
Okay.
And it was in the basement of somewhere, which everyone, and I say everyone like it wasn't just me reading the book, but everyone in my mind, every single personality of mine was like, basement, that feels murdery.
Yeah.
I'm not reading a thriller. What's going on? And I thought it was really cute of, like, I brought you here because this was our spot. Like, they were supposed to open up the speakeasy together and they were best friends. Mm-hmm. I did find it weird that they changed him to be gay in the movie. He wasn't gay.
What was the thing with that? Like, why weren't they together in the book?
They were just best friends. It was never that way.
It just was not. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. There's some people you grow up with and stuff like that, and people are like, oh my God, you guys are so cute together. And you're like, no, that's a brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're my best friend. I don't see them that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like for the movie, just because they are having like, I feel like it's gonna be, you know, broader audience.
That's true.
So,
no, I mean, I did have an inkling of like, oh, is there something else? Like, she's not his type.
yeah.
But I think naturally sometimes that just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, you don't click like that with some
Yeah.
people. Like it just
Exactly. I did feel bad that he found that out, but I kind of knew
Yeah.
early on. Like, I feel like this book for me, the reveal of who his dad was didn't happen in the end. It happened like
I remember that
2/3 of the way
happening
in,
for me
and I
too.
was like, because I mean, the way Marcellus just kept being like, the way they walk, the glimmer
Yes.
in their eye, like,
yes.
he obviously gave it away.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty obvious, but I didn't mind it because I liked the way that it like
I agree.
unraveled.
Yeah.
But I think that when he came back, Cameron, and he was frustrated and everything was like, I'm gonna quit, da 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 da. I did think it was like a little tantrumy.
Yes.
Where I was just like, okay, come on. Like, go have a cup of drinks, look at your night and be like, oh, my life sucks. But like, at the end of the day, come back to it.
Yes. Like,
because this is the first time you haven't been fired.
Yeah.
This is the first time you like have someone that gets you where you're at and you're being honest with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, his and Katie's relationship was not good.
Yeah.
Like, it was pick up your socks, pick up your this, da 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 da. Like, him and Avery were just like, I'm struggling with a lot right now.
Yeah.
And that's the first honest relationship he's had. He loves Marcellus. He loves Tova. Like, Ethan's a fun side character, even though he was so mean to Ethan in the book. He was like, don't say my mom didn't pay her dues or whatever. And I was like, she's literally a crack addict that left you. That feels on point. Like, it's not like he's being like,
right now?
and she was out of the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't say anything that was not true.
Mm-mm.
I did think the way that Ethan handled the tea was weird.
The tea?
Yeah. So him and Tova had tea.
Oh.
And there was like the wine. It was when she wrecked the shirt.
Yep.
Which I did think it was weird that she was like, he needs a woman around here to help clean up or whatever. But I'll acknowledge that's just an age thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But why the would you wash someone's dishes with a t-shirt? Tova, red flag, girl.
I don't know. That's never been an instinct for me.
Well, like, for example, wouldn't you just rinse the dishes?
That's what
and
I
be
was
like,
thinking.
I don't know where the soap is.
Like, rinse them, get a paper towel, scrub it off. I don't know, like a t-shirt?
Well, I just would have been like, I just rinsed them. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Like,
nobody asked you. Like, your assignment wasn't to clean the dishes. It's fine. But that was crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. But I thought it was kind of weird on both parts of Tova didn't say, or Ethan wanted to tell her, but then couldn't. And then he had to leave to go deal with Cameron and then had to come back. And I just like, I really think the Band-Aid should have been ripped off.
Yeah.
If you have something bad to say, then say it.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, Cameron's dad is her son.
What?
Yeah. I feel like I saw that coming. As soon as she said he had like 4 names, I was like, eels.
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 Come on.
Come on. Get with it. But anyways, I think her finding out and like having that moment and everything was beautiful. Letting Marcellus go back to the ocean.
Oh my god.
Loved it.
Oh my god. That part had me sobbing.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I would have 100%.
Oh, it's just
especially when you find out that it's like their last days or whatever. Why wouldn't you release them?
And there's already a replacement.
I thought it was like beautifully done the way that they did it.
Yes.
And also beautifully done in the fact that you don't get to see Marcellus die.
I love
because if there is a book or a creature or a pet or anything that or a book that contains any of those things and they die,
oh no,
automatic 0 stars for me.
Nope.
No recommends.
That's why you can trust, like, if you're like that, I will never recommend a book that has something like that. Like,
no,
maybe that spoils it, but like, you don't.
That's why I was so nervous. I put off reading this book for a long time. I really thought the octopus was gonna die.
Yeah,
because they literally said he was coming to the end of his time.
Yeah.
And I was like, so all you are liars.
He's gonna die,
He's gonna die.
and I have to witness it.
Yeah.
Nope. Thank goodness.
But anyways, once they realize and they come together, I was really happy about that because obviously that is what we knew was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that took me by surprise actually was Tova and Avery's conversation where she was like, yeah, I talked someone off of jumping off this pier and killing themselves. And it was his mom.
Oh.
That was not pictured at all in the movie.
No, it wasn't.
And I really liked that because I think they never really answered the question of what happened to Eric.
Yeah.
In the book, they said that there was an accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's vague. The whole reason I read this book was to figure out what happened in these people's lives.
Yeah. You're not even gonna tell me? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me maybe I missed it. I'll own that. But I'm pretty sure they didn't say a word. They said it was like a boom. What the fuck is a boom? A gun?
What's a boom?
And all of a sudden he's gone? Oh. I'm an idiot. In Remarkably Bright Creatures, Tova's son, Eric, died at the age of 18 in a tragic boating accident 30 years prior to the story. Initially thought to be a suicide, it is revealed he died accidentally when his sailboat's boom hit him. So, I'm not much of a sailor. Didn't know that was a thing. What the is a boom?
What is
knocking
a boom?
him overboard during a storm after he had secretly gotten his girlfriend Daphne pregnant.
Yeah, what's a boom?
Oh. Okay. So, I'm going to do some geometry here. Right angle triangle.
Okay.
Right? That's a sailboat, right? Yep. The first side that is perpendicular to the bottom of the sailboat, right? Mm-hmm. That is the mast.
Yep.
The one that is attached to the mast but runs parallel to the sailboat, this buddy, that's the boom.
Oh.
Here comes the boom.
Oh.
So,
see, I just thought the whole thing was a mast.
I thought so
honest.
too. So you all can't see a photo, but she can.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Which, if that does knock you, that would knock
you good.
Yeah.
Knock you right
So that
up.
does make sense. So he probably got hit by the boom, concussed, drowned.
Yeah. Prob.
Oof.
That's rough.
Don't go sailing alone.
Yeah.
Sail with others.
Sail with others.
Sail in a group. That's
our learning. You take one thing home.
Anyways, yeah, that's it.
Boom.
I thought we were going to get more there, but no. They said, here goes the boom.
Here goes
He's
the
dead.
boom, and then bonk, and then bye.
Since the movie is fresher in your brain, what other call-outs did you have about the movie? Like, because obviously you had the visual version of the book in your head.
Yes.
How did that compare to the screen?
That was the first thing I said, was when she was sitting on the bench where she ended up dropping off Marcellus.
Yeah.
I was like, this is exactly how I pictured it in my head. Like,
yeah,
almost everything
to a T
that I could remember, obviously. Like, yeah, it was so well done, in my opinion. I've been seeing mixed reviews about that, though. Like, that it wasn't adapted very well.
Interesting. What are the people saying?
I don't know. They just were saying, like, this is another case of the book was better. And, like, that's all they'll say. And I'm like, okay, you didn't give a single reason. But I've been seeing a lot of that. And it's like, I was talking to my mom about it because she watched it before me. And she was like, okay, I just watched it. I'm sobbing. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Classic.
Like you weren't sobbing during the book?
Yeah. Like, okay,
we knew
whatever.
this was coming.
And she was like, it was pretty similar, but they focused more on Tova and Cameron's relationship.
I agree.
Which I appreciated because that was like the best part of the book besides Marcellus, which I feel like Marcellus is a good part of the book as well.
Yeah, and I think it's hard because Marcellus's chapters had to be very singled out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They couldn't understand him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think they had to.
Yeah. And I think it was a good decision. Like, I feel like they kept the things that made sense.
Yeah.
And it's like when it's going to a screen, like you can't have every little detail. Like it's going to get boring if you have someone. Because they were saying, one thing I did see was that in the book, it was pretty much just them cleaning the whole time.
Yeah.
And in the movie, it wasn't really like there was that, but that wasn't
They
the
were
whole.
chatting
They were
too.
they were on road trips and all those things.
Because that road trip was with Ethan.
Yeah.
In the book.
Yep.
And what else? Oh, in the book, that singing scene never happened.
Yeah.
Which, why do we keep singing,
well,
guys?
I can't do it.
To be honest with you, I skipped it.
I would have too. Except with my remote, it's really hard to skip things.
But yeah.
So
isn't bad when you're on the phone. Tap tap.
No, if
tap.
I was on my phone, I'd be like, I don't need. And I'm like, this is so unrealistic. If you're in a bar and this person starts singing this slow ass song, and he sounds not horrible, but not anything special, not everyone's gonna turn around like they did and be like, oh my god, look at this person. Like that was so Disney Channel movie.
She's really good.
She's really good. Oh my god. Listen. Hey, I'm trying to listen to music, guys. Literally, shut up. No, you aren't. Who cares?
Oh, that's really funny. I feel like I can't really comment on that scene because, like I said, anytime someone gets up to sing, if it's not a musical movie, if it's a musical movie, like, okay, fine.
That's different.
For example, Star is Born, Wicked, like, you know what you're getting into with those movies. So when they break out a song, it's not weird. When you break out into song and it's like not expected,
like Project Hail Mary. Why are we adding these? Like, who said that's a good idea?
I mean, I guess he had to like get back to his music, but the music was not a part of the plot.
Like, why do we add
not
that?
a focus.
Why do we add that? It should have been he's just coming back to the construction, and that was like when he was fixing things. Like I used to work in construction. Yeah, I'm gonna be fixing things. We didn't need to add the music,
or even like just adding on to that and adding more story behind him and being like, I got into construction because I like to be able to find pieces and put them together, and like everything has a spot and like this at the other, almost like contradicting his personality and the fact that his whole life is a mess, but like he could put it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good. But I don't need the singing.
We got a song.
We got a song. Yep. Thank you, Radiohead. Yeah. That was the song.
Tap tap.
Tap tap.
That's how I feel.
I would have done that too.
I think that's what I'm going to start saying when I want to skip it. Yeah. My thoughts on the movie. I thought Sally Field was perfect for the casting. I really like her. First of all, my first exposure for her was when I was a kid, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Baddie alert.
Yeah.
She is so cute.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Miranda, doing everything, supplying and providing for this home. Obviously, she was kind of the bad guy in that a little bit, but like also you can understand where she's coming from. Anyways, whatever. Thought she was a great casting for this. I thought she was perfect old person. The fact that she was like annoying enough that they like stick out sometimes, where you're like, oh my god, classic old people will be doing it. Yeah, exactly. But like not enough where she wasn't endearing.
Yes.
I'm gonna call out another book right now, The Correspondent. I did not feel that way.
Did you end up finishing that one?
No, I DNF'd that one hard, and that is the first time my mom like called me out and was like, whoa, why did you DNF that? Like, I want to know what your story is with this book, because so many people read it and enjoy it, and I think she is the worst type of old person. She's like, people should write to me, and that's the way things go. And
was that the same book? I'm getting the one the old woman who murdered people, and that one mixed up.
But they had similar vibes, didn't they?
Was
like it.
The Correspondent the one where she was yelling at the guy, the
customer service guy,
which honestly I found so funny.
It was a spitting image, but I got secondhand embarrassment because my grandfather does shit like that.
No.
And that to me was like when she was like, you have to be Indian because you're customer service. I was like, I'm out. And then she continued to be like, oh, I'll help you find a job though. What?
I was dying laughing at
You're
those.
right, racist grandma. Like what?
Yeah, racist grandma. Get it.
But anyways, Toba was so much more like,
she was not. Yeah, she was PC grandma.
No, just even a fresh cookies grandma.
Yeah,
like she wanted to be a grandma, And she wanted that dream and everything like that. She wasn't just insulting people and being like, you should write to me.
Yeah, no, she didn't get on my nerves like
I'm
too
coming
much.
for you.
Just the right
Correspondent
amount.
lady. What was her name again?
Sybil.
See? Annoying name. Over it.
That's like
Anyways.
people we meet on vacation. Her being named Poppy. I was like,
Poppy.
I hate this book already. If you're named Poppy,
Yeah.
I don't want to know you.
You know those kids that are, it's like, have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
You know that Tyler no likey from like Barney?
Yeah.
I feel like people with the name Poppy are like, Poppy no likey. Like, you're just so irritating. Why are you like this?
Anyways.
Sorry, that was such a long road to get to the point where Sally Field was perfect.
Yes.
She played it perfectly.
I love her.
Also have never, I don't know his name. Let me look him up. But the character that played Cameron, he did a really good job. And I thought they had great chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too. He was in, what movie was it? It was one of the, like Thunderbolts or something like that. The one Florence Pugh was in. And David Harbour.
Oh,
he was in that
Florence
one.
Pugh is beautiful.
Yeah.
Lewis Pullman.
Yeah. That's his name.
Hold on. Oh, he's in Top Gun Maverick and Lessons in Chemistry.
Oh yeah, he was the main. I totally forgot about that. He was the main. Wait, no, he got hit by a bus very shortly.
He got Regina George real quick.
He did. I remember when I was watching it with Guava, and he was like, "Oh my god." And I was like, I was waiting for that because I read the book before. But anyways,
That's so funny.
He was in that. I totally forgot about that. And Brie Larson was the main character in that. Yeah. So he's been in a good movies.
Yeah.
Top Gun. He was the. Have you seen the new
No.
Top Gun? Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I've even seen the original Top Gun. I just quote all of the lines and didn't realize that growing up. Like, I didn't realize where they were coming from. But that's like so on par. Like, I've never seen a lot of classic movies. I'm slowly working through them. But I just know all these lines and people are like, oh my god, what movie is that from? And I'm like, couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
I know my mom said it when it was this situation.
And so now I say it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought she did a really great job. Again, what we said, I didn't like the way Cameron overreacted about the kid with Avery.
Yeah.
I thought that was messed
I don't
up.
like that.
And I will say, as much as we just trashed the singing scene, I did like the aftermath of the singing scene. Like how they hung out and she told him. I do think that added to it.
However, I think just a few beers would have sufficed.
Yeah, I also think it could have just been like one of them was upset after work and just wanted to be like, I don't want to be alone right now.
Yeah.
And that could have segued it instead of like, get on the stage.
Go sing.
Mommy want to see you sing.
I sing a song for Avery. No, shut up. Avery doesn't want to hear that.
Also, how about you go talk to Avery? Because you waited until the last damn minute. Messed up.
Cameron.
Man.
Disgrace to the Cameron species.
I wish that Ethan got with Tova.
Yeah.
I'll own that.
Well,
he was pining for her hard. Yeah. He was so upset when she signed to go to that community. He kept saying like, no, she's a wonderful person and a great mother.
Yeah.
And like she would never do this to her husband and like da 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 da.
Yeah.
And like my chance only came up recently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really liked Ethan.
I did too. He was a sweetie.
Yeah. Shut your trap. But you're a sweetie.
Keep it shut.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay, so what did you end up rating the book? What did you end up rating the movie? And then which one would you recommend if you could only recommend one?
I did, like I said, I read it over 2 years ago. And I rated it 5 stars at the time, but I don't remember anything. And I think that's telling.
Yeah.
That's not a 5-star book. Because like Project Hail Mary, I remember like everything.
When did you read that?
Like a year ago.
Okay, so more recent.
But my memory like past 2 weeks is like I don't remember anything. So like my favorite books I can remember the like what happens and I didn't remember. So I would say that's more of like a 4-star because I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then the movie, I mean that I was literally sobbing like at the end.
That's what we didn't talk about. The box.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to talk about. I think they did it way better in the movie. For example, in the movie, But I don't remember in the book. But in the movie, they didn't have the baby names in there. That hurt me. That hit me
You mean
hard.
in the book they didn't have it?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
In the movie they did.
I was like, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Misconstrued.
But yeah,
I don't
that
remember seeing
and like the
anything today.
picture.
Yes, the pictures. What?
And like, oh my god, the going back to the horse when it showed not Ethan. What was his name? Eric?
Yes.
Eric was like locked. He locked himself in his room. And Tova was like, oh my god, like, this is not good. And he was just trying to fix the horse for his mom. That, for some reason, like, got me so bad. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why because I started sobbing. When was the first time? The first time I started crying when I was trying to hide it from Guava it was something to do with Marcellus. I think it was when she was like taking him to the ocean. And then so I think I was like, there was like snot pouring out of my nose sobbing. Like it wasn't just like a little tear. Like it was like full on. I was trying to hide it from Guava, which made it worse. And so they like, she took him to the ocean or whatever, and then ended up finding the ring. And then Tova and Cameron started talking. And then I was like, oh my God. And then the box with the baby names and the horse. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then at the end when he says, humans are just, you can sometimes be remarkably bright creatures. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
And I was full on sobbing.
I just think this is one of those movies and like stories that just hits you right where you need it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like restores your faith in humanity and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know?
Literally.
But
yeah, what did you rate the book? And
I rated the book a 4. I really
yeah.
enjoyed it. I can't give it a 5 because I knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I gotta give it to her for a debut novel. I think getting a 4 and my book is in my book is really high. So good job, Shelby. But I think the movie was great too. I do think that I did not give the movie enough justice. I did rush through it a little bit to make sure I was prepped today. Life's been busy. Don't judge me. But I think that it was done very well. It was beautiful. Yeah. I mean, first of all, it's stunning to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a good job. So I'm going to give it a tie.
Yeah. I agree
think
with that.
I'm going to give it a tie because I think like I had a defined reason for why I think other movies pulled on top or other books pulled on top. Most of the time, the book always pulls on top because there's so much more detail and enrichment. But I think that it's like one of those things that if you want more, go to the book.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think either
was really great. I agree with that. Like I don't feel strongly towards either. Like
where a lot of my friends that don't read, I would just tell them like watch the movie. It's still really good. It hurts so good. Like it will. You're still gonna get the same impact.
Yeah, yeah.
So
this one I've really like either.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
but I just feel like I don't know. There's the line that sticks out from the movie is like it was like I was looking for the wrong person this whole time, and I was like I feel like that just speaks to like really anyone because you think you know what you want and what you're searching for, and then it can just life surprises you.
Well, and I think that's even like that's about love.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You always think you know what you need, and I saw something one time online, and it was like your partner describes what you really truly needed as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like those types of things that you don't even realize what that is until you get older, until you have that moment or whatever it may be of like, for example, for me, I always wanted stability and security of like that loyalty.
Yeah.
And I always talk to Avocado all the time and I'm like, those are the pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what our relationship is built on. It's built on trust and loyalty and like, I don't know if you just killed somebody, but I'm gonna stand next to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that that's something too, is that he thought he wanted just money and he didn't want a relationship because he was saying that all throughout the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he got Tova.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I want a Grammy like that.
Ugh, I know.
I bet her cookies would slap.
They would.
Let her cook, Grandma.
Let her cook. Sally Field can come be my grandma.
Oh my God, I know. There's so many different like celebrities that I'd be like, can you be my grandma?
Yeah.
Julie Andrews.
Yeah.
Please?
Meryl
Oh my god. Could you imagine Meryl Streep being your grandma?
Please.
The absolute ego that would give me.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
I'm trying to think of other people. Who else?
That's like one of those cases of like, you don't like me? Well, my grandma's Meryl Streep and she likes me, so I don't really care.
Yeah, no, that would be my answer to everything.
I really don't care what you think.
Flunked out of school? Meryl Streep loves me.
Yeah, like exactly. I'm not a failure. She likes me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, any last thoughts?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. Well, that concludes Too Many Tentacles. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're on YouTube, give us a follow. If you're on Spotify or Apple, give us a follow. We also have a Goodreads, so feel free to follow us there. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.